We now have our last minister, the Honorable Joseph Mwanamvekha. Is that anywhere close? No, please. The Minister of Industry and Trade for Malawi.
Thank you very much, Barbara. I'm Joseph Mwanamvekha, Minister of Industry and Trade for Malawi. Maybe allow me to say a bit about Malawi. Malawi is in the southern Africa. It shares boundary with Mozambique, Zambia, Tanzania. Okay, there are 4 countries: Mozambique, Zambia, Tanzania. Those are the countries that we are sharing boundary with. Malawi is a beautiful country. Actually, we are proud to call ourselves the warm hearts of Africa. It's very beautiful. Malawi has one of the freshest freshwater lake in Africa. As I've said, it's a democratic, it's a peaceful country, and it offers huge potential for investors that are here present. There are specific sectors that government would like investors to invest in. This is in agriculture, tourism, energy, mining. Those are the key areas. But of course, as investors, you may have specific interests. But what is more important to us is that there's huge potential for investors to invest in Malawi. Maybe let me start with the issue of agriculture. Malawi is also agriculture-based. Almost 60% of our exports are agriculture. We export sugar, we export tea, tobacco. We also export pigeon peas, beans, but that is mostly to Eastern countries. Just recently, Malawi had an election, and our current president is Professor Peter Mutharika. Actually, Professor Peter Mutharika is one of the alumni from the Yale University from America. Our president has said that there are key areas that we need to address, and that takes me to the issues that are on the table. One of the issues that government of Malawi would like to address is the issue that my colleague has mentioned, the issue of political stability and policy consistency. You agree with me that an investor would like to invest in a country where it's stable and peaceful, like Malawi. And actually, Malawi had 4 elections, and in all those elections, they're all quite peaceful, and the transition has been very smooth, including the one that we had this year in May 2014. On the issue of political or policy consistency, what the Malawi government has done has come up with what we call the Malawi Growth and Development Strategy. This is a strategy that has been done after consultation with all relevant stakeholders, all the political parties, non-governmental organizations, religious leaders. We came up with this document that will give us the direction that the economy has to take, regardless of the government that is in place at that time. Because indeed, you agree with me that as an investor, you would want to ensure that your investment is safe regardless of the party that is in power. So this overarching document that has been produced, it is there so that any government that comes, they have to follow the MGDS, this Malawi Growth and Development Strategy. One of the issues also that our government would like to address, and is actually addressing, is the issue of macroeconomic stability, which my colleagues have also mentioned, that investors would like to ensure that interest rates, exchange rate, and inflation are stable at all times. And that gives you ability to predict ability to plan and also do the budgets. I would like to assure you that Malawi's macroeconomic indicators, the ones that I've mentioned, they are quite stable. And that is like in terms of exchange rate, interest rates, actually they are, as we speak now, interest rates are coming down. Interest rates and inflation, they're coming down. The other issue that we would like to address as Malawi government is the issue of infrastructure development. This issue is being addressed within Malawi, but also within the SADC region and also within COMESA. Malawi is a member of COMESA. This is a common market for Eastern and Southern Africa, and also SADC. And within SADC, we have programs that would like to ensure that there is connectivity in terms of road infrastructure between all the countries that are there in the southern region, in Southern Africa. In Malawi specifically, we have what we call the Nsanje Inland Port. This is the port that is in the southern part of Malawi. This is the port that we would like to connect through Mozambique into the Indian Ocean. And this port is very important to all the countries around Malawi. These are Zambia, Mozambique, Tanzania, and other countries that I've mentioned. So this port, it gives great potential to investors like yourself to come and invest in Malawi and also tap the opportunities that exist in terms of transportation. And the other issue also is the issue of ease to do business. Our president or our government would like to address to ensure that an investor comes to Malawi, he should not delay to get business licenses, to get TPs, or these temporary employment permits or business resident permits. So what government has done is to set up the Malawi Investment Trade Center. And within this, the MITC, or this Malawi Investment Trade Center, we have also the one-stop shop. In the one-stop shop, we have all the relevant institutions that are involved in the registration and the processing of payments for investors. We have the Malawi Revenue Authority, we have the Immigration, we have the Home Affairs, we have the Ministry of Lands, put at one place, which was not the case before. So that an investor comes to Malawi, you just go to one place and get everything that you need. And we are also being given a directive that all the processes have to be done in 5 days. And like in the past, it used to take more than 3 months in order to process registration, in order to get various licenses, TPs, business resident payment. That's what Malawi is addressing to ensure that it makes it easier for investors to invest in Malawi. The other issue that also would like to address is the issue of energy. There is huge demand for energy, but perhaps the capacity to produce the same or to generate is a bit limited. As we speak now, our energy, the supply side is about 350 megawatts compared to demand of in excess of 1,000 megabytes. So you have excess demand of over 600. So I thought that poses also great potential for investors that are in this room to come and invest in Malawi. Feasibility studies have been done in a number of rivers where we have proven that it's feasible to set up the hydro power stations. But also there's potential for you to invest in wind energy, in solar, particularly in like wind energy, because Malawi is blessed that there's a lot of wind that can, if it's tapped, you should be able to generate huge huge energy. And also would like to take advantage of the Millennium Challenge account. Through the US government, the Millennium Challenge account is investing $350 million into energy sector, particularly to improve on the efficiency in terms of generation and distribution. As we speak now, the compact is in operation, and we would like to tap on that. And in addition to that, also there's a team that is coming this coming month to take advantage of the President Obama's Power Africa initiative, to take advantage of the energy gap that is there in Malawi. Coming to the issue of how do we improve inflows in terms of investment into Africa, one of the issues also that we need to address is the issues that my colleagues have also mentioned, the issue of skills development, particularly for the youth. What the Malawian government has done, they have come up with a number of programs that are there to ensure that to incorporate the youth into the industry. We have a couple of initiatives called the Community Development.
Doing business in Africa. You can't afford to be without Africa Investor.